Have you ever wondered why some people can create a life of success and abundance and why other people struggle? I'm going to share with you 3 specific things that I've utilized to create a life of abundance. First one is clarity. The second, I'll share with you in a moment. So let's talk about clarity. There is power in getting clear on what you want to achieve. And we're going to talk about specifically SMART goals when it comes to clarity. So how do you get so clear that the execution becomes easier? Because when you are not clear on what you want to achieve, and when you are not clear on the route to achieve it, any route may seemingly get you there. You will be involved in getting distractions on a regular basis. And so the goal is to get clear so that you know which direction you're going, and these other options no longer become an option. So for a moment, let's talk about SMART goals. When you get clear, right, to create a level of clarity, we want to play with SMART goals. So we'll go with the first one, which is specific. When creating goals, and I do this with my team, I do this with the coaching clients that I work with, and when I teach, when we get clear on something, we want to be very specific. So what does that look like? If somebody says, hey, I want to make more money. Great, here's $10. I want a better relationship. What does that mean? I want a better business. I want my business to improve this year. I want to systemize the sales department. Great, what does that mean? So we want something specific. Specific would look like, I want to go on 12 dates this quarter with my wife. I want to earn an extra $200,000 this year. I'm committed to developing SOPs for my sales department, a total of 10 SOPs that will systemize the business. And I'll go into the other ones in a second. So that's specific. Second one is measurable. We want to make sure, and we have the best chance of success is when we can actually measure and track those goals. So what does that look like? Hey, I want to build 10 SOPs for the sales department, right? So 10 is measurable. I want to earn $200,000 this year. $200,000 is measurable. I want to grow closer in my relationship with God. Is that measurable? No. What would growing closer in your relationship with God look like? How can you quantify it? How can you break it down into measurable chunks? Maybe benchmarks that you could hit along the year or along the quarter. So make sure your goal is measurable. Number 3 is attainable. If your goal might be, let's say $2 million a year, but you've never made $60,000 in a year, that could be on the edge of attainable. It's still, there's some potential there, and I play in the realm of possibility. Going to the moon, right, might not be an attainable goal for you specifically unless you're Elon Musk, right? So getting clear, hey, we want to make sure they're still attainable and attainable within the time frame. If you give yourself 10 years, maybe, right? If you give yourself 90 days, that may not be attainable. So making sure the goal is attainable. And these may seem like contradictions, but they play off each other. So we want it attainable, but we also want it to be risky. We want it to have a certain level of risk. When we set this goal, we feel the feeling in our stomach. You know when you do something big and you launch something big or you commit to something big, that feeling you get in your stomach? Yeah, we want that. Because the purpose of achieving a goal isn't to achieve the goal itself. The purpose of achieving a goal is the journey of who you became on the way to that goal. Right? So we want to set goals not because of what we can get, but because of who we can become. I remember I hit a specific point with my company, Superior Restoration. We had gone from 4 years being in business, had gone from 0 revenue to $4 million in revenue, and we had made over $1 million in net profit, $1.4 million in net profit in 1 year. And I remember thinking, like, I'm kind of happy, I'm satisfied. And then the thought crossed my mind, you're either growing or you're dying. So at that moment, I got clear, no, I must continue to set goals. And so I set a goal of $10 million that I wanted to go achieve over the next couple of years. Not because $10 million would make me happier, right? The goals don't make us happy long term, but because of who I would have to be achieving that $10 million. I would have to be a totally different type of business owner. I would have to be more effective in marketing and sales and management and leadership. I would have to be more effective in finances. I would have to be overall a more sophisticated and effective human being to be running a $10 million company. So that was risky for me at that point. That goal caused me to grow. I had to be somebody different to achieve that goal. I hope you're enjoying this video. I'm the founder of Rise Up Kings, the largest faith-based personal development organization in the country. And it's our mission to reach as many people as possible to help them live lives of excellence, all to glorify God. We do this through our content that you're watching now. We do this through our seminars. So if you're enjoying this, please subscribe and share. Let's get back to the video. Last one is time frame. When you set a SMART goal, always have a clear time frame, right? What does that mean? Hey, I want to achieve this goal within 90 days, or by March 31st, or by December 31st. Have a clear, specific time frame. So this is the SMART goal process that I teach. I operate off of it. A lot of people have heard about it. Most people don't operate off of it, even if they've heard of it. So I recommend utilizing it. So number one is clarity. Number two is confidence. Gaining confidence in your ability to achieve goal. So confidence, the root word confide, right, to confide, talks about having trust within oneself. It's to trust oneself, to confide in yourself, to trust. Some of you have set so many goals that you no longer trust yourself to achieve them. You no longer trust that you can achieve the goal that you've put in front of you. And so the goal becomes, how do I gain more trust? Following through with your commitments. If you want to be a man or a woman of your word, which I hope all of us do, that will give you confidence and self-esteem. Confidence is the key to achieving long-term success and goals. If you do not trust yourself, you will not follow through with the goals, the habits, the behaviors that you've put into place. And number three, right, this is not very pretty, but we'll roll with it. Number three is creativity. These three principles have led to a lot of success in my endeavors. Number three is creativity. So creativity, utilizing your mind, creating space to actually think and allow yourself to have new ideas, right? What happens is some of us fill our schedules back to back to back to back where we don't give ourselves room for creativity, right? The way to find a way to work less and produce more is not through doing more work, it's through thinking. It's through coming up with new ideas, new solutions. It's by creativity, many times the way I utilize it is through resourcefulness. Right now we're in a place in our business where we want to go 10x our business, Rise Up Kings, and our ministry. However, how do we do that? How do we 10x it, but it not require more of my time because I'm committed to my family? And so the goal is, right, I got to find a way to be more resourceful and utilize the resources around me, which requires creativity. So clarity, confidence, and creativity. Creativity, if you keep doing the same thing you've been doing, you'll keep getting the same result. How about we step into the realm of possibility? How about we throw out some new ideas, right? Let's play in the realm of possibility. So I hope I hope you actually take some of things, and actually, let me back up. How do you execute on these things? This is clear. Confidence, starting today, commit to something, and follow through with it. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it is reading the Bible each day in the morning. I wouldn't do 7 days a week. I do 5 days a week, so you give yourself a chance to error. And number three is create some margin in your life. The actionable item here is to create some margin. What does that look like? Have an hour where you go out into nature and you have your journal. Have 30 minutes where you just spend time in meditation. Create margin so you can allow your mind to no longer be trapped, but to bloom and to be able to access the intelligence that is out there, right? God has created this entire world. We have access to create, right? He's created us to create, to glorify Him and to create, right? So what is your next level of creativity? What is your next creation?